hasn't been timed because we were working out, you know, how much time of music and it's all with it. However, because at the end there's still film footage, is there a way of letting the music continue?
Yeah. It's because we'd had that on an automatic file.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know we programmed it into as quick as you can, guys. I've already started. I know that we programmed it to come down with the time.
Yeah.
Is there a way? Because that massively cuts everything up.
No, it's fine.
Because as people drop, the idea is that we see the rest of it, the audience take that in, and we're kind of back to the message.
That's
yeah?
fine,
Right. Okay, so.
We need to get a laptop.
Okay.
One of the projections from the laptop.
Is that something you need for 2 o'clock? Then one of you go and do that now. You need to go and get one. And then the other one's taking up. Okay. Right, okay. So this is vocal collage at the beginning. Laura. Laura had her hands in her overalls. Can someone pass that on? Everyone else, it's hands by side. Amy Branch, again, it's just a little thing. Your hands were kind of moving around. We're meant to be standing still. Take that on board. Lance, I put the introduction was fab.
Thank you.
Marilyn Monroe was too quiet. I think that was a track issue at the beginning. And a different version.
We still can't get the right version.
Now, okay. So can that work for 2 o'clock, the right version at the right volume? Yes. Yeah. Feel?
Yeah, that's fine. It's just only so I can hear it because Thomas Grant Taylor gave me the soundtrack of his laptop and I've just
The audio levels were a bit off because we were troubleshooting the mics, but I've told not to.
Totally. Listen, I'm going to give feedback. Just take it, don't respond unless I'm completely wrong about something. Alright? So the track is much too quiet. Again, for character, for everything. Couldn't hear it. Alright, thank you. Right. The Milkman also, fab.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, except the line about, I know I'm the milkman, but it's got nothing to do with me was missing. So you need to get, because why is it funny? Because everyone, the ongoing joke that milkmen would be having it away with their indoors and, you know, the baby belongs to you. It didn't make sense because you didn't say the line of, I know I'm the milkman, where's Amber? Okay, so again, just make sure that line, I know I'm the milkman, it's got nothing to do with me, don't lose that. Right, then I could see Lance changing back into your jacket, the stage right stairs here through this triangle. Can we cover that somehow? That was visible and that was visible, so that has to be fixed by whoever, I don't care.
Is me going back there okay though? Because I am visible when you walk.
It is you going there, but then seeing you breaks it.
Okay,
because
that's
you
okay.
put your jacket on.
Alright.
For your next bit. Okay. Mention of large house for Mrs. Lyons, but she didn't have her feeder line within that scene. Because, you know, the lead up to the talk about the babies, we thought we'd have children. You hadn't been given your feeder line, so the conversation became disjointed. But you do need it to then start talking about children. Just make sure when you're in the scene, you're listening to each other, you know where you're at within the conversation. If you've dropped a line, make it make sense. All right. Mrs. Lyons, Abby's portrayal of Mrs. Lyons within that was a fully fleshed out character. Very well done. I've written that. I really believe her. And she's like seeing that build up of how complicated it is of her wanting this child started to build. It wasn't just a woman wanting a baby. I really saw her journey. So well done. Lance getting changed again. I just put that to do with the triangle. There was a microphone muting issue there. Heard you sneeze and heard you jacket on again. So again, just be aware of muting. This goes for everybody. The lightings, give one to me too, was a bit too dark. Okay. Abby lost her accent when she was putting her stomach in. It kind of just went to just. I love the way you use your mouth when you become her. So just make sure you don't lose that. And I think the shuffling the belly around a bit up at the top was fine as well, because you end up with it being quite low there. Yeah. But don't feel afraid to be a bit unsure once it's in there and move it around a bit, because you were really trying to get it right. So yeah, I think that was very believable. My Child track was too quiet. The singing then became a bit pitchy, but I couldn't work out if that was to do with the track or not, so we just couldn't hear it. Also the harmony, again, I think you both did the same thing, there wasn't the harmony on the last note again. So again, just have that conversation before the show, who's going which way. Veen, stay still for the Bible bit. Where's Veen? Yeah, because you're moving, you've got hands on, freeze, and then you snap out of it. Also, Veen, that recoil from it, it's very calm at the minute, and I think Terry did it that way as well. Why did we do that? Let's have a little bit more. Why did we have to do that? Like, it's shocking, a little bit more, alright? A debt is a debt and it must be paid. I've written that down, but I think it's because it went into blackout too soon, maybe, for that line. Or it wasn't said, I'm not sure.
No, I said it.
Must be a line issue. They're a pair, they go together. That line's not making sense because you're missing part of it, Veen. But they're a pair. Pause. They go together. Just, you're rushing that and it doesn't make sense. Make sure you can reach into the pram with the cardigan because you kind of did it up here. But actually go in so we can't see what you're doing and then it's like there's something happening. Alright. Blackout after, he'll have anything he wants. Was a bit of a delay on the blackout. Okay? So, right. I'm taking my son. You didn't say it. You don't seem sure of what you're saying, and I know that there are a few issues there. Go on.
I just want to say, with that scene, we've already spoken, and
Okay.
when we find a space, we want to go over it.
Okay. Yeah, just go over it because the lines are a bit unsure and it's lost its feeling because
She
of it.
moves before she speaks.
Okay, is that what it is? Okay. So just, I'm taking my son, and it's a bit more passionate. She's at the minute, it's gone back to this feeling that you're just angry at her just because you don't like her or something. But actually, remember why you're angry at her and what's going on in that house. So, all right, let's get some of that back. Track came in too late for shoes upon the table, so there's that delay. I think because we've got that long intro bit. Yeah. Okay.
I know I was slightly late with it, however, we need to sort the time out because regardless of when we put in, everyone's still waiting for it.
That's fine, but it's not that long. All right, they know they have to wait, and I think everybody waited with great focus. I've written that down. Well done, actors, for staying focused. Just a bit quicker. All right. And then I put Lance vocals question mark. Thing is, Lance,
I'm not very well.
But listen, it grew.
It got better throughout the
hang
show.
on. It did get better. It definitely did get better. But I am worried about your voice.
Me too.
Genuinely worried, right? Because what's happening is you're digging deep in the wrong way.
Okay.
And it is getting better, but that's not sustainable what you're doing currently. So you need to be warmed up there. Don't feel like you were. All right. Veen, close the door after you come out to see Mickey. All right, close it after you. Let Mickey explain where he's going before you shout at him. So as he's leaving, and again, both Mickeys, as you're going, it's all getting a bit gabbled. Oh, we're just going down the blah. Say where you're going, so that she has a reason to go. You're going where? No, hang on a minute. Because it didn't make sense, it was just a noise. Lachlan was too shouty from the outset. Where is he? Yeah, again, make it fully fleshed out. Where's all your light and shake on? Oh, you know, all those noises and bringing it up and down. It's just like that at the minute and everything's up there and you're like, oh, okay. And V, don't say outside. I know, I can see your face. When you said it, you were like, don't say it. Lachlan, you weren't mucky enough. Let's just make you a bit like more messed up, dirty. Okay. Can hear talking in the wings massively. It's picking it up on the mics, even if it's not the person who's holding who's on the mic. It picks up around you. Hear everybody. Yeah. So and it's so sensitive. I wish I was our Sammy. Lines. Yeah. An accent. Gone. Don't know what went on. Yeah. Good. Edward Sweets. Rubbish.
Someone stole them.
No, they were behind the door.
Okay, fix it. Can really hear Thomas T talking on the gantry. Again, I know there's issues, but Thomas, I don't think you've got a massive awareness of how boomy your voice is. Even when you're in the wings, I could really hear you talking because you've got a lot of bass in your voice. But you do that thing of I am whispering, and you're not. You're not whispering. So you do that one as well. Because and if that was your issue, like, oh, that's brilliant, I was talking. Right. Right, Lachlan, if you whisper, be careful because you could hear it through the mic. Yeah. When you said the F word, you went like, yeah, but we can now hear it. That's on the mic. Okay, thank you. Hayden, you had your nose ringing. Pardon? Fix it. Okay. He wouldn't have a nose ring. Lachlan, your lines were mixed up. Noisy backstage. Can also hear people shushing others. I can hear shh. Now I understand why you're doing it, but we can hear that as well. Penknife, question mark, Blood Brothers. Right. Tal's mic, bit dodge. Tal's mic just sounded a bit cack. Don't know why. Okay, lights and music for Edward running home. What was going on there? It's meant to go into the up music straight away, isn't it? Because he runs a bit. Hang on, it went into blackout. So we have him running here. He does a circuit and then he runs to his door. But we didn't see any of it because he went to blackout. I thought. Also, when they're bringing on, when they're bringing on the sofa and that, I didn't think we had a blackout. I thought the whole thing was we see it, then that goes into the scene. The music's playing. See what I mean? Okay. I don't know. That's what I'd written down anyway. Take that on board. Hayden, look over your right shoulder when you hear Mickey talking. Don't look at the door there. Okay, so you like, and you can hear him rather than look. It's like, right? Okay. Catapult needs painting. It's too modern day. Blocking for Hayden and Abby. You ran the wrong way, Abby.
It's because his mic, I can't stand on that side anymore.
Huh. Well, okay. Didn't seem as confident. Maybe that's why. Okay.
It's because it was, I told him I'd go the other way, but he hadn't fully planned it.
Okay, but now I've done it once, maybe it'll just feel a bit more confident. Kids game track was too quiet. Didn't have enough kids. Sound on kids game generally sounded a bit rubbish. Linda and Mickey's accent then. The accent was a bit all over the place. What factory does Mr. Lyons work at or own or manage? Is it the one where Mickey works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Made up a negative, but I can't.
I just think ping out the word factory is key to what we're talking about. I just think there's a link. So I think it's like, it's sort of throwaway. Okay, sound effects with the gun, or the Peter Pan was excellent. Too loud on gantry. Again, Lachlan accent in My Friend again. Okay, dodge. Hayden, say dance, not dance. Abby, don't look at the gantry for sound effects. What, you were waiting for one and you looked for it.
Okay.
Don't look for it. Okay.
If it doesn't happen, do I still stand and wait for it?
What, yeah, stand and wait and react. Go, there's Daddy with the car. Don't go like them. Okay, Sammy, don't let us see the knife.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, thank you. Abby was not muted. We heard her talking backstage, so just be aware of that. During the bus scene, that was. Where was the spooky bit with Veen, I've written? Oh yeah, you get non-misses. We didn't have the light for that, or it wasn't for long enough, there was something wrong with it.
Which bit?
You know, just on the bus, when it's like, you get non-misses,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That didn't work for some reason, so we need a full freeze from the bus, and it's meant to be this cold thing with them. Maybe it's too quick or something.
I feel like we might have done it too
Maybe it's
fast.
too fast. Maybe
But I
just
think
need
the
to
lighting didn't change either.
Just digest it, let the audience digest that. Tal's mic again, coming up as an issue. Danny's accent, you better not do anything like that. Yeah, we just need to look at that. I think accent-wise, we could just need to revisit a few of the vowel sounds and things like that. So we could do a little bit of that. Lance, you're wearing a bracelet and a watch.
Okay.
You were very visible and I don't think you'd wear them. My foot stuck, accent again, okay? Danny's mic was a bit too loud at that point. Linda became screechy, Mickey became screechy. So again, light and shade, guys, we just need to revisit that. I think the temptation is with the scene being quite exciting. You're doing all the lovely accent, but your voice was a bit, it wasn't reflecting what you were trying to do. Danny wasn't muted at that point as well when she went off. That guy, timing at the beginning was too shouty, but I think that might be. Lachlan's mic was too loud. Now Lachlan, don't stop the level of projection that you use, because that's fine, everyone should still be doing that, but it just was a bit deafening at one point, Thomas T talking on the gantry. Can see Lachlan under the stairs getting changed. Lance, lyrics, there was a lyric issue, I don't know what it was. Can't see Mrs. Lyons when she comes down the stairs. I think that was a lighting issue.
I know what bit was
Is that in the stop?
Yeah. I couldn't
Not
get the
muted
word
backstage.
out.
High Upon a Hill was absolutely terrible.
Oh, that side was
Right,
singing
listen.
different than that side.
I've said it, it's everyone's responsibility. It should come from all around the stage. There was some over here, but it just felt like there's 3 performers or whatever over there saying it, and the audience know that.
Yeah, and it was the
That's how
3
it
that know
sounded.
it.
Yeah, over there it's just me.
Yeah, it's got to be all the way around. So that is for a note for every single member of the cast. You're all singing it. Yeah.
Me, Aspen and T were over there trying to get everyone else, but they didn't.
Okay, don't worry about them. You be there, you do your thing. Take responsibility for yourself, guys. And Jacob, I'm not going back over it. You're just going to have to listen, mate. Okay. Total shambles, that was. And it just ruins the scene. It makes it so it was like year 7. I'm not kidding. It was so embarrassing. That, it's crap. Right, Lance, leave a pause before speaking so we know it's a change of pace.
Okay.
Into the growing up bit after that. It's like we need a beat. So, slight different, not just different voice, but it's taking us somewhere else now rather than samey. Too dark on the tableau. Only in the very beginning, the rest of them were fine. When you're making your tableau, find your lit, guys. Yeah, just make sure you're lit. It was just the first bit, wasn't. Danny's shoes, are they the same ones as before? They were too high.
Yeah, I can't get.
Have you got anything else? Because I just think you move differently in them.
I can't get anything else.
Okay. 10 to 7, accent.
Yes.
And again, that joke, don't rush it. I know, yeah, just like, wait for a pause in it. Hey? Yeah, maybe it's one of them. Hayden, bit posher. Sightlines with Mickey, with Lance, let them leave, or whatever.
Let them leave before I do One Day in October.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, stage before. Oh, sorry, that was the second sentence. Let them leave. Stage before.
Yeah.
Lines. Right, Mickey, telling Mum Linda's pregnant. You're saying it in exactly the same way. You're like, Mum, Linda's pregnant. Can I borrow a tenner? Can I go to the cinema? None of that. Different news. Okay, very, very different news. Yeah, you say it differently. Say it differently. Okay, Lachlan, fidgety feet. Sammy and Mickey get into the lights. Linda, pills, too shouty. It's like you're just having a go at him, but we don't really know why. But he came in shouting. So again, we've just gone into this phase where they just kick off all the time and we don't know what's going on. Track was too loud then. Oh, that was it. When he runs off to go with a gun to go to town hall, it's too loud. You remember we said about that? It's going to blow the speakers and it will be awful. Yeah, it still needs to be a bit lower. I don't know what's going on, but a couple of times there's not really awareness of.
The audio. I think it altered the audio
Okay.
from the
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're changing the things to the lights on the fly.
Okay, it's too loud. Alright, just so that you know, it's really too loud. It's dangerously loud. Okay, Hayden, talk to the people in the audience. Bobby's there, so-and-so's there, right? And you are actually, so really talk to people in the audience, alright? Police officer 2, Aspen, where was your line? Aspen. She was just there.
Just left.
Right, and it needs to be said through the loud hurler. Just sort that out.
She's got to be on my side then.
No, she could be there, but somebody else say the line who's going to remember it. Just you say it. Can't have that again. It's a really important line. Mickey's gun looked absolutely ridiculous. I've given that note about 4 times about the orange tip of it, and it's still on. Joke.
There's a
Okay, Veen's mic was not on at that point. Soraya was wearing a trackie at the end. You know when you come on. No, trackie.
Oh,
Top.
you mean the top, wasn't I?
You know for the end.
It's because I didn't have my proper laptop and I didn't want my arms to be out to just remember.
But have you got one for today?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great then. Okay, that's fixed. Right. Terry, your hands. You were doing Mrs. Johnson hands when you were being ensemble, when you were singing. It's hands like that, but you had your hands like that. The other notes are on here.
Oh, for the end?
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry.
Right, Reese's lines have improved slightly. What is Luke here? Luke.
Luke was Mr. Pressman, yeah.
Yeah, that was a separate thing I was saying, 2 things, sorry. So Reese's lines have improved. Oh, is it? You're there. Okay. There's a long delay waiting for Joe and company to go up onto the balcony. Maybe Winston Joe could flashing music again could play. There was a long delay. This is towards the end, really.
NW5.
When
When Joe's sitting.
when Joe and friends are then going to enter here to go up onto the gantry, the scaffold,
Oh, the scaffold, yeah,
there was a long delay because they're getting changed.
Yeah,
And I think we just play it again.
I'll get some music on it.
Get some lights. I think play Wings of a Dove again. Keep it in the same
Yeah.
frame plan. Talking in Wings, Thomas Taylor. No lights were on Jake exiting. Natalia's mic when she was on the balcony. Questionable. Natalia's light changed when Thomas came on. Because you know when you go from her spot, which looked lovely, and then when the father sings, she's got the spinner thing.
Just don't have enough.
Pardon?
Just don't have enough moves.
Okay, but then she looked different. Okay, so just saying, I don't know if that's intentional or not. Client at half past. It's not half past, it's half past. I think you and Amy do that. Where's Amy? Where? Amy May. Pardon? Does anybody know where Amy May is? Well, she's on the stage in half an hour. Performing. Okay. And where is Callum? What, Hayden, why weren't you standing in for Callum yesterday? Shh. Quiet place. Pardon? Pardon? No, but even just to say the lines at this stage, because we didn't have anybody there. Let's have a look. Can see Amy stage right looking across the stage. It Must Be Love was excellent. Beautiful storytelling from all couples. Well done. Where were the boards for the fire? Not there. Reese, don't really throw a bottle. Do the action, but there's not a real bottle because she's just throwing a bottle. Hang on, I can't hear you. Because we stopped talking about Blood Brothers, some people have started talking. Shush. Go on. Why?
Yeah.
Okay, are we talking about the bottle still?
They had Steve.
Yeah, okay. All I'm saying is mine it, but don't have a bottle, because then we've got a bottle on the stage. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. The boards were there. Yeah, I know. What are you saying? Sorry, I can't actually hear you. Yeah, they weren't there in time. Just saying. You didn't know what, darling? Right, whatever that is, do we know the answers to the questions? Have we figured out what's gone wrong? So if we've learned from it so we know what's meant to be there, then that's great. Yeah? Okay. That's fine then. Everyone needs to be in place for the magistrate's scene before the lights come on, please. Can't have the lights on. Thomas Tate, pitchy in that. It didn't start out pitchy, it went somewhere. I think again it was the track that threw you. Maybe it was a bit quiet at one point, I'm not sure. Okay, there was no photograph again. Okay, there's no camera. If this is a thing, then you just need to point out to the audience rather than miming it. We've established that throughout, no matter how many times we request for a camera and a camera stand, that it's not there. So, don't mime a camera, just say it's taking and do it, okay? Right, and then the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was wrong. Okay. I think it is a real mixed bag of feedback. There's always going to be no.